Vision Savers. We are the light of the world.
Welcome to Vision Savers TV. We're glad to have you back. Today we are having an outstation discussion titled Rejection. But before we go there, don't forget Vision Savers TV is an arm of Vision Savers Global Outreach. We campaign and sensitize students and every other gender out there on the dangers of social vices. Today we're going to be talking on about a serious topic that has affected our youth, that has led to so many into doing something they don't plan to do, and that topic is rejection. We're having a guest who is going to talk on, can rejection expose one to social vices? We're going to discuss. Stay tuned and don't forget to always click the subscribe button if today is your first time, so that I get updated video on this series, because it's going to be coming episode by episode, different guests, different view, different discussion. Thank you. Let's welcome our guest today. You're welcome to Vision Savers TV. I would like you to speak to the audience and then we'll proceed to our discussion. Your name?
My name is Nwanosike Franklin, a student of Michael University of Agriculture, 400 level Industrial Technology Education.
Thank you, Mr. Franklin. I hope you heard him well. A student of Michael University of Agriculture. All right, Mr. Franklin, we are discussing on, can rejection expose one to social vices? But before we do more on this topic, have you feel rejected before, or do you know someone who feels he or she is being rejected, and what are their responses like?
All right. I think I've tried checking why you are trying to make the statements. I've not actually feel rejection per se, but I have friends very, very close to me who have seen rejection by other friends from various groups, and sincerely, their statements, their responses were not good. So, but thank God to God, I gave my little assistant, and they stayed put, and they are still out. They are still up today, meeting up with life demands.
Thank you. Without remedy on time, I believe they wouldn't have been on ground, because rejection is one of the things I have seen one that planned committing suicide just because someone rejected her or said words and she felt rejected. You know, actually sometimes, do you know that words, someone might say something and then the receiver receive it in another direction. I don't forget what I'm saying. Okay, let's look at a fat girl, as in when I mean fat girl like me, in the midst of slim girls, and every day you are in the midst, you say, go away, you look like pig. Go away, you're always looking like amoeba. Go away, you always look like this. You know, those words come, and before you know it, inferiority complex setting, and you just feel like these people don't like me, I'm being rejected, and before you know, you start isolating yourself and start thinking awkward. I don't forget what I'm saying. So, as a GS3 student, I have also encountered a little girl who, as a result of that rejection, went to take something that will make her become slim. So she was a slimming agent. So she bought this black in a container and poured all of them in a cup and drank. That was what led to her death. She didn't get slim. She didn't now get to be accepted into the group and everything. So I want to hear from you, can rejection lead or expose one to social vices? Let's talk about it.
All right. Rejection can actually make one become vulnerable to social vices.
Okay.
Very serious ones. I don't know. Let me just pinpoint few. Rejection can lead one become vulnerable to social vices, like being a drug addict. Due to rejection, one can become aggressive, especially towards the genders that actually caused the rejection.
Yes.
Then, on the other hand, become a cultist if not properly handled.
Yeah.
And these are my three major points for what rejection can lead to.
No, this point that you mentioned now, rejection leading one to drug becoming a drug addict, what, how can that one go into being a drug addict through rejection?
Okay, you know, that feeling of rejection is actually not an easy thing.
Okay.
So most times, as they feel rejected, they go back to themselves, and why they are indoors, you don't know what might be going on. So they might just decide, they might just feel like, let me take this. They might feel like taking something. Let me take this. Let me just feel myself. And before you know it, from one to two, from two to three, and it becomes an addiction.
And it might even come from someone advising. Someone say, I have a friend that said, when I feel offended, I go to bar and drink. If someone that's in rejection meets that kind of person, the person is going to say, see, guy, when I feel rejection, when I just feel that I'm done with it, I go there and bring one crate of, drink it, and you forget the whole world. You forget everything happening in this world. And before you know it, the person that has never tasted drinks one bottle or one wrap of this India hemp will start practicing that. Okay, what about this being a cultist? As in, let's elaborate more on that.
Okay, before I go into rejection leading one to being a cultist, there is this saying that drink and forget your sorrow.
Yes.
The truth is that your sorrows cannot be forgotten. When you come back from being drunk, you meet the sorrow there.
Yes.
That is one thing we should bear in mind also. Now, for how rejection can lead one into being a cultist. Currently, young ones don't mind. They don't like meeting elders anymore for advice. Somebody feel rejection and you think you can talk to your peer. You feel more relaxed talking to people like us. That is what happens to us these days. And by the time we know it, we fall into the wrong hands. And the next advice you are getting, who made you felt that way? Who did this to you? I have an option. Advice is coming. They start telling you, we can deal with him for you. We can help you. There is a way out of this thing. Who will make you feel so downcast? Come and join us. You join us, nobody can humiliate you, nobody can intimidate you, nobody can make you feel rejected. These are the words they use. And by the time you know it, you think it's just only on that ground. They want to help you overcome rejection. Never. The next thing you see, one day, you go for a meeting. I bet you, the experience might not be very sweet.
And the truth is that by the time they join the cult, they forget why they join.
That is it. You have to follow the activities
on ground. Yes, that's just it. They forget. The truth is that they forget why they joined the cult, because what they think it is not what it is. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Franklin. The truth is, for every youth out there, for everyone watching this, and you're feeling rejected, please don't think what you're doing is the best option. I know Mr. Franklin has something to tell you that you can do to pull out from that place. Please, Mr. Franklin, talk to our audience.
All right. If you have this feeling of rejection, sincerely, there are actual people to meet. I will advise for students in school environments, if it's a secondary school environment, you can meet your teachers. There is no how in that school you don't have a Christian teacher in that school. Talk to the Christian teacher. For students in university environments, there is always a provision made for a counseling unit. You can go to the counselor, share your problem with them. I bet you solutions they will give you will help you. Then, furthermore, your parents are there. You can talk to your mom. You can talk to your dad, depending on the closeness of relationship amongst your parents. Because most often, talking to our contemporaries about how rejected we feel doesn't give us all the right answers or the right way to handle it. But for me, I will also say, little you can talk to your friends you know are good. Because as at yesterday, somebody confided on me and spoke to me about rejection. And sincerely, I cannot mislead the person. A very close friend of mine. So, and I know I've handled several cases about rejection, and those people are coming out strong. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Franklin. I believe you've heard him. All that he has said at this point, it's a very good aid to help you out. We will not end this topic today. It is a vast topic that will also have parents to come and talk, how they're able to handle children that felt rejected. Most of this rejection can also come from the parents. It can also come from the teachers. At this point, how do you pull out? Our next episode, we'll be able to talk extensively on this dimension. Thank you for staying tuned to Vision Silvers TV. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button if today is your first time of coming through Vision Silvers TV. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Franklin, for giving us your audience.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Vision Savers, we are the light of the world.